And now for something completely different.
Hello, fellow humans.
Well, hello there.
Dave.
You know, I like that I'm in a different category. Like, what is he?
He's
Perhaps not quite humanoid.
not quite human. Not quite human. We all know. Dave,
You know the top half of me is human. You don't know about the bottom. What if I'm a merman?
it is my hopes, Dave, that this is our Halloween release.
Oh, okay. I mean, that's legitimately up to you anyway. You do all that.
Exactly. So I'm hoping this is our Halloween release because we didn't do the scary songs this year. We did scary songs last year, and if anybody would like to see the scary song selection, there'll be a link in somewhere that you can find.
I gotta say, that was a lot of fun, actually, doing all the scary songs for last Halloween.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
I enjoyed that a bunch.
If you didn't catch them last year, go ahead and revisit because I think we covered a good bunch of them. My favorite, of course, Werewolves of London, not Dave's favorite. Didn't make the playlist. Anyway.
Warren Zevon? Was that?
Oh, no, it was no, that one was okay. It was Excitable Boy that you didn't like.
Boy.
He's
Yeah.
just an excitable boy.
Yeah, that was weird. It was just weird.
Took the girl out and killed her and raped her. And
Yeah, I
all
didn't
that
like
kind
it.
of-
I think it was
didn't
very
like that.
clear why I didn't like it. And you know what? I think it makes me a good person to have not liked that song.
How can you be a good person? You're not even a human. Anyway.
Good humanoid.
So there's this piano concerto number 1 by an Argentinian composer named Alberto Ginastera.
Okay.
And it contains, as it's described here, a synthesized percussion in the form of an acoustic drum kit filled with pickups that triggered electronic sounds. And Emerson, Lake and Palmer, our progressive friends from the UK, said, we'd like to cover that. And they did a fine job of it. And the song that they end up out is Toccata, Toccata,
Toccata.
And I don't know where you were, Dave, on April 6th, 1974, but I know where I was.
I was not yet conjoined sperm and egg for the next 12 years. That's
In
where
fact,
I was.
your parents didn't know each other at that point.
Yeah, they did not.
So on April 6, 1974, Emerson, Lake and Palmer was one of the headline acts at the first California Jam Festival, which was the 70s version of the Woodstock from 69. Okay? This happened at Ontario Motor Speedway in California. In case you didn't know that, there is an Ontario, California.
I did not know that. That's fun.
Yeah. 250,000 people in the audience, broadcast on TV, and therefore captured for all to see and for you to enjoy.
I'm in. I mean, it sounds like it's basically Emerson, Lake and Palmer doing a classical music piece, which I'm pretty on board with as a concept. So
There you go.
I could not find a lyrics video for this, or
Yeah.
I couldn't find lyrics for this period, and then John informed me there aren't any, so thanks for that.
It's an instrumental, so we won't have to do much of that. We'll just get to do the enjoying, and hopefully we can keep the video portion up for everybody to watch.
That is a big stadium.
Once again, 3 guys. It's our favorite way to show music, Dave. 3 people.
was weird.
Yeah. But I think appropriate for Halloween.
Yeah. I don't even know where to start with that. All right. I mean, I believe we start at the most obvious point when talking about the song. The aggressive gum chewing of the lead guitarist.
Bass. Actually, he was playing bass.
Oh, was he?
Yeah, and I think he picked up the lead at some point because he's a multi-instrumentalist, but he's mostly the bass player in the band.
Either way, aggressive gum chewing. He was
definitely aggressive.
Really going to town on it.
But you know what else it said to me? It said confidence.
Yeah, I got this. I got this. So I love classical music. I love anytime we have like different movements, which I think we can say that we had here. We had different movements of the piece. What I don't love is disconcordance. As I've mentioned this in multiple other videos, I'm not a disconcordance fan, and there was far too much of it for my taste in here. Also, the drummer only played 2 of the what are the bell things called? The long.
Oh, okay, right.
He only ever played 2
the
notes.
glockenspiel or whatever it is,
like,
or the tubular
there
bells.
like 30 or 40 bells back there, and the dude only hit 2 of them the whole song.
Well, he's no Neil Peart.
Oh, no, well, no one is, except Senor Peart.
But he did precede Neil Peart.
And I'm not saying for a second he wasn't an incredible drummer, but I do feel like there was an awful lot of things he just never hit. Like, he just went back and forth between 2 notes there. I am on record also as... and flame me all you want in the comments. Not a huge drum solo guy. I think a lengthy fill is as far as a drum solo should go.
Well, as I said, there was synthesized percussion attached up to his, triggered by his drums in that. And that was probably the first anything like that had ever been tried. So it was kind of unique. It was a little overwhelming. I
will say that was my biggest feeling the whole time. I don't know what my face looked like, but I was mostly just... confused and then surprised, but not in a good way. And like I don't want to knock it. I will say completely unconnected to the band, whoever edited that video, I don't know what they were doing. The dude was drumming on the cuts button at one point because it was just
yeah. Well, that would have been a live direction take, what you saw there.
Man, that director needs to take some Adderall or something. Just calm it down, man. Smoke some weed. Just calm it down.
Yeah.
It was, I think overwhelming is the best singular word to use for that piece. There was just so much going on. Despite there only being 3 dudes, there was, it felt like there was just a lot going on there.
Well, you had the Hammond B3. You had the massive synthesizer with all the wires and the buttons.
Was huge.
So, yeah, a lot of noise coming out of that. Then you had noises being triggered over on the drum kit. So, yeah, a lot was going on. But that's, Emerson, Lake and Palmer, they can get that way. They were huge in the 70s. They were massive. They were one of the best-selling bands as far as concerts. They certainly, but you think about, like, today's audiences, 250,000 people might go out and see Taylor Swift. Do you think today 250,000 people would stand there and listen to that?
No, absolutely not. And like, I think it has a place, and it was interesting. I think its place is more transformative than currently or modernly entertaining. I think they probably pioneered a whole lot of what we now do better.
Yeah.
And I think that about a lot of like older things in general. Like, actually speaking to this point, there were multiple times in various shots in that musical interlude there, where if you look at the background, it looked like these old lights running through computers. And it reminded me of like insert AI that took over the Starship Enterprise at some point in the original series.
Okay.
It reminded me of that, and I think it reminded me of that for a very good reason. It's because I think of Star Trek, the original series, the same way. I love Star Trek. I don't love the original series. I've seen it all, and I respect it and enjoy it for its transformative nature, for the fact that it pioneered, it founded so much of the sci-fi genre. It's why we have a huge chunk of the sci-fi genre is because of that. But it doesn't mean it's great. It means that it was a pioneer. And that's, so thank you. Thank you for the fact that now things are better. So that's sort of how I am going to take this piece. I think I am thankful that things are now better, that we have better keyboards, we have better amplifiers, we have better everything. And
better Halloweens.
Yeah, and better Halloweens. There was not enough Snickers bar. What's your favorite candy bar, John?
That's a tough one, Dave.
Snickers bar is the correct answer, but go on.
I enjoy a Snickers. However, I have to say that over time I've come to greatly appreciate Score.
Ooh, that's a deep cut. I mean, my runner-up is a Heath bar, which I also think is not exactly a leader in the candy bar realm. But
caramel is my weak point. I'll fall for caramel, and even if it's crunchy caramel, I'll take it. And the Score bar is just delicious. I also like Payday, which is an odd.
I mean, don't we all though?
Yeah.
Don't we all? Happy Halloween!
That's the